strategy approach. You know, Mundo can just keep slowing them down and keep providing Peel for the Misfortune to constantly chase the enemy. It's just a pretty good pickup there, good combination.
Just a lot of body blocking involved. Janna locked in, I think, is pretty good considering Mundo and Misfortune's both their things is kind of run at you and do a bunch of damage. So if, you know, Janna
Janna's
can
just
disengage.
always a safe pickup, I think.
Janna,
Just
yeah.
very, very good support overall. That ult is great. The shield on Jinx is really, really good.
Yeah.
And if you, with Jinx's long-range rockets in lane, if you put a shield onto Jinx while the auto attack is in the air, the damage will still proc on hit.
Yes,
So
correct.
the long range actually does work well with Janna. And the Echo.
Echo. Okay. I don't mind Echo, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just a champion that someone on this team is very good at. I think in general, Echo isn't the strongest right now. I think actually since a few patches after release, there was one of the things that made Echo really strong upon release, apart from his ridiculous scaling with ability power, was his ability to cancel the animation of his Q by using his E.
Yeah.
That was taken out of the game, which I think actually made him a little bit weaker. In fact, quite a bit weaker, because that's your main, that's your main harass combo in lane. So I haven't seen a lot of effective Echoes since they changed that. But, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
And also, this Echo could be going in one of three places. Could be a mid lane, could be top lane, could be jungle.
I don't see the Echo going into jungle. He's just not a good tank. Echo just not good tanky anymore. He's more of a bursty sort of mage, especially with the mastery now, the one where if you deal damage to the champion and bring him to 40%, or was it if you deal 30%?
If you deal 30% of their max damage, you get bonus move speed, right?
That's very, very good for Echo.
And to combo that with his passive, that's a good point,
very,
actually.
very good,
that's a fast time, man.
Very, very fast, chunky assassin jumping in and out. So I don't think I'd see him in jungle, but, you know, who knows?
There was a Kayle locked in on the other side.
Yeah, that's an interesting
I haven't
pickup.
seen Kayle in a long time.
Yeah, me neither.
Has actually, I think, come into a little bit back into the meta with the Rage Blade buffs. Of course, Kayle scaling very well with attack speed. I mean, all the stats are pretty decent on Kayle, we'll be honest.
Okay, so team composition-wise, looking at both sides, I can't help but let's start with the blue team. Rip Reddit. Just team composition-wise, it's hard to say what their goal is here.
Their goal is, to me, well, I mean, yeah, their only damage is the Jinx. Their goal is to protect the Jinx. They're just saying, hey, Jinx, carry us, please.
Yeah.
Pretty please, with the cherry on top. And they pinky swore that Jinx pinky swore that she would do it. So they're going to do it.
Reports have been confirmed. But if that is the strategy to, protect the Jinx composition, the Garen and the Echo honestly seem very out of
I was
place.
going to say, the Echo is not bad. Pride's like decent peel, because he does have some CC. He has some slows, and he does have that stun. And also can tank a lot of damage and then heal it back up with his ult. But the Garen is super out of place, I find.
Out of place. Yeah.
Especially considering, like we spoke about last game, Garen doesn't provide any CC for the team.
Like they just, I guess they wanted some sort of tank up there.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. Like,
I mean, sure, maybe Garen is particularly good into something like a Kayle, I guess, top lane on the other team.
Yeah. How would that matchup go? You don't see very many Garen versus Kayles nowadays.
I don't see very many Garens or Kayles, to be perfectly honest. I think that Kayle top lane is all right, I guess. I think it's better in the jungle just because she scales so much better with attack speed. Once you get a couple items, then you can actually do some pretty considerable damage. But in the top lane, like, you have to fight against someone else. And so that's going to be a struggle, I think, for Kayle, because Garen's early game is actually not too bad. Kayle bringing the I'm just assuming that the Kayle is top lane with the Annie in the bottom lane and the Twisted Fate in the mid lane. I could be totally wrong.
Yeah.
I don't really know. It's just like three people that could be, I guess, technically in three different positions. So I guess we'll find out when we get into game in about a minute and a half.
The beauty of LAN War tournaments.
Yeah.
Anything can really happen here.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. So looking
when
now
you're part
at
of a team.
Deez Gaming's sort of team composition, I kind of like what they did here. Sort of like a skirmish pick sort of composition. Like I expect to see a lot of TF plays, skirmishing with Kale too. Like they have a lot of decent, I want to say, CC with the Annie and the TF. Like if there's a decent chain there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, short cooldown stun is good regardless.
Yeah,
and there's actually, sorry, carry on.
Yeah, they have good wave clear too. I think that's a thing that Rip Reddit sort of. No, they don't lack wave clear. No,
with the Lulu and the Jinx rockets.
Lulu, Echo, Jinx. Yeah,
I think they have pretty decent wave clear.
If anything, they actually might have a little bit better wave clear than. Well, let's say both teams have pretty. Good wave
clear.
They have
satisfactory wave clear.
Satisfactory wave clear.
I'll give them that.
Sides. Yeah, for sure.
I think not Rip Reddit. Deez Gaming actually did go a little bit hard on the magic damage. For my liking, there's a lot of magic damage on that team, with the only real source of physical damage coming from that misfortune.
Mm-hmm. And here's the thing I think it's worth pointing out. You said that this Rip Reddit's team building a team composition around Jinx, which definitely looks plausible. That's going to be a problem, it looks like, for Deez Gaming because how are they going to get to that Jinx?
Yeah, exactly.
Unless they drop a Tibbers on her head, I don't see them getting there, or TF maybe teleport behind. But that's way, way later into the game when TF has built his Lich Bane, his Zanya's, his Void Staff, where he can pop Jinx and Zanya really quick. Right?
One thing I was going to mention was that there's actually a new Twisted Fate build with the new patch.
Oh, yeah?
Which is Rapid Fire Cannon, which is one of the new items. It's attack speed and crit. But the main thing is that your next auto attack gains 30% extra range. I believe that's the number, 30%. Yeah. Which means that Twisted Fate has a longer range stun. Which is actually...
That's an interesting build.
Much better than it might sound. Because, yeah, it's just an auto attack, but just that little bit of extra space does make it rather much easier for Twisted Fate to get that stun off, even if that stun is just on the Garen so that people can walk around him.
Yeah.
Because Garen does provide a lot of zone control.
Yeah.
Is one thing that he can do.
Just looking at the compositions now, honestly, I don't mind the Garen too much because it's going to be a lot of the front lines sort of clashing at each other.
Yeah.
And Garen's not bad at that at all. He's pretty good at kind of keeping the front line in check. And then it's going to be the back line that's just going to, both teams' back lines are going to just deal a lot of damage, and whoever's back line can deal the most damage will win, because both teams right now, neither of them have a real sort of strategy to get to the opposing enemy's back line.
Yeah. There is a lot more damage on Deez Gaming than there is on Rip Reddit. There's a lot more damage.
But Rip Reddit does have a Jinx. Jinx
is one of the hardest scaling champions.
Is a Jinx to give you enough
All
damage.
you need is Jinx. Bwah, 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 bwah. Sorry.
Okay, so both teams coming out now. Expect to see some sort of normal start, but Garen, I wouldn't be too surprised to see a 5-man invade. Janna's lacking a little bit too far behind.
We're seeing one of the new items, the Hunter's Talisman.
Yes.
The Hunter's Machete being the one that provides a little bit of lifesteal when you're clearing the jungle. Hey guys, you're hatching a ward. By the way, that's a ward right there that they were just standing on.
Let's see how Deez Gaming reacts to the situation. I expect him to just ward up and leave. Mundo the cleaver.
There's some good wards placed. They did actually get some pretty decent wards down there on the river. To see Reddit trying to get in. Not today, Reddit. Not today.
No.
But as I was saying about the Hunter's Talisman, it provides that mana regen that you lack in the jungle pre-blue buff. Good for caster junglers like this Echo, especially if this Echo is planning on building Runeglaive into tank, which is something I've been seeing a little bit more recently, especially because in a patch maybe 3 or 4 patches ago, probably longer than that, maybe 5, the tank Echo build was pretty severely nerfed.
Yeah.
But the AP scaling was increased, but the base damage was decreased.
Yeah.
So if you build a little bit AP, then you can compensate for that damage. But then again, of course, you're squishier, blah blah blah. You need tanks. That's what they're looking for.
So mid lane, I feel like is going to be just a nice little farm fest. Lulu into TF, both very, very good wave tier champions. So I feel like they're just going to farm it out. I don't see very much damage happening in that lane. Bot lane, though, I feel is going to be a pretty interesting lane to watch. Even though Janna does have that disengage, both teams look like they're willing to fight. Just from this one little sort of overview of the bot lane here.
I think more so Reddit. No, Reddit. Who's the red team? Deez Gaming.
Deez Gaming flash. There is no stun to follow up, though, but Misfortune will have the damage, but Jinx will not be able to retaliate. That was just a really, really good play by Deez Gaming.
One of the things that I was concerned about with the bottom lane of Rip Reddit. Janna's really weak in lane.
Yep.
Does not provide a whole lot when it comes to damage or CC, really. Especially this Janna's level 1. At level 1 on Janna, you generally take your shield. And this Janna, actually took her Howling Gale.
I think they were looking for that early invade.
I mean, she did get flash stunned by Annie, and so didn't have a shot to really deliver. But
that was just a really, really good play by Deez Gaming. I think, like poking them out and then bringing them to the turret, and then good communication. Going, I'm gonna flash in, stun him, and you follow up. And it was just really, really good play by Deez Gaming.
Yeah, because it is quite clear what the goal is.
Ganking by Echo forces the flash from Kale. Kale's going to be safe, but Kale, wow, really, really taking control of this top lane battle right here, up 20 CS to 8.
That'll do it when you're a sometimes ranged champion against like hideable juggernaut like that, Garen. But I think Deez Gaming really, like, it's not hard for them to figure out what.
Oh, here we go. This is going to be a perfect one-on-one here. TF is running away. Lulu, those auto attacks just hurt, but that flash ignite will do the trick. TF gets out with just a sliver of health.
That was about 40 HP.
Yep.
That was some.
That
was
is
some
truly
one-on-one.
a pro-Korean girl.
Oh, that's his name.
Yep.
Okay.
So it looks like Deez Gaming is taking a pretty good control of this game. 2 kills to none. They're up 2K in 4 minutes. Every lane right now is winning in CS by at least 10.
Yeah, Mundo bought the Hunter's Talisman, which is strange considering you don't really need the mana regen on Mundo. But I mean, you do you, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that actually.
Great stun by Annie. That's going to be a lot of damage down onto the Janna. Janna still has her summoners up. She'll be fine, though. This just seems to be a really painful lane for the Jinx and the Janna. The Jinx is already running out of mana, which is never what you want as a Jinx. You can't use those rockets. You're pretty much bound to use your auto attack minigun, which is kind of a short range, not what you want.
550, I'm pretty sure.
Something like that.
The Hunter's Talisman is actually, I've decided, completely acceptable on Mundo because the new jungle item, the new machete upgrade.
Here we go. TF is just putting that damage onto Lulu. Lulu really, really getting punished in this lane. No mana, no health. She should back soon because TF, although he doesn't have flash, I'd be wary of the Dr. Mundo gank if I were Lulu.
TF just got to level 6.
Yeah, that's going to be very, very scary.
Find a lane and gank it fast.
Yep, and he has a lot of options to choose from too. Either lane top or bottom.
Yeah. Ideally, if bottom lane could freeze, make MF and Janna come out to do anything to get any farm. Get that TF in the bottom lane, shut down that Jinx even harder. Already 20 CS down on this MF.
Yeah.
And already 20 CS and a kill down.
Yeah, that really is the focal point of Rip Reddit's team is this Jinx. That is all their damage. So you can see that's why they're putting a lot of jungle pressure down into that bot lane. Rip Reddit, I mean, having the pink ward in the tri-bush, having Echo wait there. Maybe he's predicting a counter gank, but Mundo is in the middle lane and he sees that. So he might get aggressive right now as Deez Gaming is going all in
They
here.
saw him on a ward.
But here they go. He's going in alone. Ignite onto Echo, and they're going to maybe take down this Annie, and that's a passive from Jinx coming up, but she is not going to chase down that Misfortune. That's just a good game.
Yeah, solid. They saw him on this ward down here in the jungle.
Yep.
Sorry, they were going a little bit hard in the top lane. They saw him on the ward. but it didn't react in time. Annie tried to fall back. I saw someone actually ping it, but they were just a little bit too aggressive, a little bit tunnely. And,
they were too far up. They couldn't get
yeah.
back in time, even though they saw him on the ward. And
Did-
Echo is now pinging that he's going to be in the mid lane going after the TF. I think Lulu sort of decided
gonna
against it.
Come mid and tax.
Push this tax.
Jungle tax.
Well, he's helping him push out the lane.
Yeah.
Lulu does need to back, so
Yeah.
that's just a good play on good communication by the team in general. You don't see a lot of that, you know. But here we go. That's who flashed? Garen flashed
Garen
in.
flashed for the Q, expecting to do more damage, I guess, but Kale still has half of her HP.
More than half. And the bot lane, Misfortune ulting, killing that Janna. That Janna's just so squishy right now. Man.
No combat stats offered by this little ancient coin. It's just a lot of mana regen, and it rushes the mobility boots instead of the sight stone.
Yeah. They better watch out for this Misfortune.
Yeah.
She's already getting to be really scary. 73 CS, 1 kill, and an assist.
25 CS up under the Jinx.
Yeah. And this is not what they want in their composition because they need this Jinx to get ahead.
Item-wise, BF Sword and Caulfield's Hammer to Jinx's Doran's Blade. Jinx has 1,900 gold, so she can go back to get a BF Sword.
Probably BF
to
Sword and
boost
boots.
something.
Yeah. BF Sword and boots.
But still, honestly, MF's damage is so ridiculous, even early game, that I think even if they do even out in BF Swords, Jinx is still going to have a really hard time.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And it's only going to get worse because that kill pressure that was established was before Annie was hitting 6. Now
Yeah.
Annie has hit 6. Annie used her flash recently, so she's not going to have flash up for a while, but she has Ignite coming up, has that Tibbers. If she lands a Tibbers followed by Ignite onto Jinx, Jinx is dead. Or Janna, for that matter.
Oh, Janna's especially dead.
Yeah.
Janna's got, what, 700 HP?
But here we go, Janna coming in. This is a nice little roam. But you know what? Walking away, flashing it by Lulu. That's a great ult, knocking up the TF. But coming in now is Dr. Mundo. He's going to be a big, big front line. But too bad TF goes down. Missed rocket by Jinx. But he will take down the Lulu in retribution for TF.
So
That was a really, really interesting play there to see the Janna roam up and then immediately answered by the Dr. Mundo. But we got to fight in the top lane. Kale is just returning damage onto this Garen. And Kale's a bit low, though.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's a bit low.
One of the things that actually made Janna fall off a little bit, especially in competitive play, was that her roams are quite weak.
Yeah.
She does not provide a lot in terms of sudden hard CC, like something like an Annie or a Thresh or a Blitzcrank or something like that. So her roam in the mid lane was like nice to be there. She planted a nice little pink down in the bottom river.
Oh, here we go.
While
Garen's putting some good damage on the kill. Will the ult sides against it? I don't think
know
he
if
had the
the
damage.
Q. If he had a Q,
If he had a
I'm
Q.
not sure if he had the cooldown. If he had the Q, the dunk would have killed him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
staying a little passive, that's all right. Taking
Never
this
a bad thing
opportunity
to be a little bit too passive.
farm up, especially because you know you just want to get to late game
Mhm.
and put all your money on Jinx.
Yep.
Kale's out of mana. Garen,
But he's got a
Should
gank coming in
probably
from
leave, yeah.
Dr. Mundo.
can he juke it? Ooh,
Good juke, but
the
that
happy
Weaver's on a
feet.
low cooldown.
Yeah.
And he'll get away fine. That was really, really good play there by the Garen.
That was a slick juke. Kale
Very,
just
very
trying to
good
push
juke.
at the top lane so she can go back to base. Doesn't have teleport, so does have to walk back.
But the lane will be pushed up. She'll get
Yeah.
back in time.
She'll be
He'll be
fine.
okay. In the bot lane, though,
Garen is no
Jinx.
slack.
Jinx is really, really, really falling
They got the
behind.
tower.
They got the tower. Kill involved too. 110 CS to 71, but we got to fight in the bot lane. They caught Echo out. Echo is running for his life. That's a great ult by
There's
Janna.
the disengage.
Great, great disengage. And Echo will be alive, which is good. But now, Deez Gaming's got a clear push onto the mid lane, and I expect them to take that tower after chunking down.
That's the kind of thing that these games. Okay,
But
this is that.
Garen,
oh,
freaking countered by the kill.
Ah,
Great reflexes.
the intervention.
Yep.
Not today, says Kale, and blocks the ulti. Well done. Well
great play.
done.
I'd be worried right now if I were Rip Reddit. Annie has her stun up with a flash. A flash Tibbers is not out of the question here, and they definitely have the damage to follow up with the Misfortune and the Twisted Fate. I can see it happening now. That's the flash, the Tibbers onto Lulu. Rocket coming in. That's a good amount of damage onto the TF and to the Misfortune. They're running for their lives. The Glitter Lance will not hit. Can they chase down Misfortune or TF? Stun card coming in. The damage will take down Janna. Echo is going down onto Misfortune, takes her down. Ults away, but TF is on the chase. Ults in.
Doesn't have any mana.
Ready
has no
for
mana.
It. And Jinx
all his
is now
mana
putting
on the
damage onto the Twisted Fate, but Twisted Fate is getting away. Annie is now subject to attack. She is running, sacrifices herself for the betterment of Twisted Fate.
Wowee, wowee.
And Kale's coming a little bit late to the party going, hey guys, I'm here.
Don't forget I'm on your
Don't forget
team.
that I play League of Legends.
And she did play League of Legends this time. She showed up a little bit late.
Just
That's that thing
late.
with bringing the Ignite into top lane. You don't have that same global pressure.
Yep.
That's something like a teleport does have. Although Garen, I'm pretty sure, just walked down into the mid lane. Just happened to get there earlier. But a couple of misplays here and there in that fight. For example, Twisted Fate, you spending all his mana on the gate to move about a flash's worth of distance, and then not having enough mana for a stun card means whoever they're chasing, the Janna, eventually got away.
Yeah,
Or maybe the Echo.
It's a normal thing. You get into a fight, you get excited. Sometimes the last thing you look at is your mana bar.
Like, come on, guys, we can kill him, we can kill him. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, I have no mana. I need that.
But it was a good play by the Annie because it was sort of either Twisted Fate goes down or the Annie will go down, and it was a smart play by Annie to let herself be sacrificial towards TF. TF is worth more gold.
Misfortune did actually manage to finish her Essence Reaver. But Jinx isn't doing too badly for herself.
No.
Hasn't died yet. Not feeding, so way to go, not feeding. 3 assists, a BF sword,
She's
and a
slowly
Zeal.
but surely catching up on CS2, but this
Meanwhile,
Misfortune with the step
Damash.
coming up to Lulu. Great stun card onto the Echo by Twisted Fate. Misfortune ulting. Lulu has to ult herself. Janna's very, very low. Stun card landed on. Q hits. Very, very low by Janna. She'll just barely getting away by Tibbers tanking the turret. That's just very, very good survival skills by Rip.
That's some survival skills,
Yeah.
if ever I've seen them.
They must have learned from Bear Grylls, Survivor Man,
Solid.
people among great professionals.
Yeah, that was
survivability right there.
solid.
But we can see this
That is-
top lane going down. Kale is going to chase down Garen if I'm a betting man, but Garen will get away no problem with the running.
Garen with that slow cleanse on his Q doesn't give no cares about nothing.
But in the bottom lane, we got both teams fighting it out. Jinx is low. The red buff proc will take her down.
Unlucky.
There we go. Mundo
Mundo
pops
pops
the
the
ult.
ult.
Double kill onto Janna. Looks like they're in trouble. Twisted Fate looking to teleport in. Will he?
Mondo's got to back
Yes,
up.
he will. Stun card lands, but the cleanse by Lulu. And they're going to take this tower. That's just good zoning ability by Deez Games. And now they're going to look to push down the inhibitor turret, too.
Dr. Mundo spent so much time tanking that tower that he has to back. I don't think they're going to get it because they don't have that same zoning pressure from the Dr. Mundo. A little bit of a misplay there, but you know what? 2 for nothing.
Yeah, Garen taking
2 kills
advantage here.
on
This
the
is going to be
MF.
a good fight. Popping the ult by Kale, going after Garen. Garen goes down. That's just a good play by Kale.
Yeah.
I don't really fault Garen for doing that, though.
Both
Kale
flashes.
looked really, really low on the mana. And
But you got to account for that's a really low cooldown. Actually, that's not that low of a cooldown, but that ult is on a 70-second cooldown.
Yep.
You got to be timing that. That's
sure.
a really, really, really
sure.
impactful ultimate.
Especially in someone like Kale.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. It happened to him once this game. He ults,
Yeah.
Kale ults. But here we go.
Oh.
They may have caught Jinx out. Jinx,
Jinx.
what are you doing there?
Ah.
Fnatic brush, not featuring that brush into the middle river. But
That
that's
was
just a good play by
unfortunate.
Deez Gaming.
S
Dr.
for
Mundo
Stevie.
pops his ult for the movement speed to catch up to Janna. Misfortune
Disengage.
running over, gets that slow stun onto Janna, and she will go down. No problem.
A little bit of a waste of flash there. Was unlikely to get out.
I don't think she saw the Twisted Fate running in, though. And Twisted Fate now stalking down the Garen with a stun. Stuns Echo, will run away. The Glitter Lance lands onto Misfortune. They're all running. Dr. Mundo is being as annoying as he possibly can be, taking all this damage, throwing these cleavers. Echo is very, very low, and now Rip Red is just going to get out as quickly as possible. That's just a good turret taken
Fate's
by.
got the gold card over the wall. Nah, he doesn't care.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
out.
think anything's gonna happen
He's
from
over
that.
it.
Unless
Oh, is
Jinx
he?
chases.
Is he now?
And he does have stun and does have flash, but I don't think that she has the damage
Ooh.
to follow up and all. Looks like they're gonna just clear out this mid wave and.
I feel like there was a lot of things happening on the map. This game seems way less close than it is, or way closer than it is.
Yeah.
Like this is a 12,000 gold lead, and it still seems like Reddit's at least got a shot.
Yeah.
With the way that Jinx scales, Jinx has actually died a couple times, gotten a bit of mispositioning, and the disengage from Janna hasn't been enough to get everybody off of her. Janna's actually centered a lot of kills this game.
Yeah.
Such a squishy champion. That is one of the risks you take when you pick that into something like a Twisted Fate and a Misfortune. They just do so much damage.
Yep. And now we have.
Picking up the Rip Herald for Kale for a little bit extra split pushing.
It's going to be really good split pushing potential. That attack speed from the minions is just ridiculous. But they look like they want to push down in the mid lane. The Annie is running in.
The spooky
Stun
ghosts!
onto Jinx. Jinx gets chain stunned by the TF. They're going to take down Jinx. Tried to disengage by Janna. It won't work. And now they're flashing after the Janna. Going to take her down. She is low. Garen is running. TF is looking for the stun card. Does not have it up in time, but this Garen is caught like a rat. Stun lands onto Garen. Dr. Mundo will follow up with the cleaver, but they're not going to go in for any more explosive because Echo is here to disengage. But Garen taking a lot of damage, followed up by the stun card. Stunned again by Annie. She's taking so much damage, but he's so tanky with that Spirit Visage, he's not going to go down.
No one on this team has Merc Treads yet, and there's a Twisted Fate and an Annie. And a Mundo, and a Kale, all of whom have, like, impactful CC. Merc Treads are really good against CC, friends. I suggest you buy Merc Treads. Garen is building them. From what I can tell. Yeah, there you go. He's got them. So there we go.
Echo should have built Merc Treads. I think
you get enough cooldown reduction from the rest of your items.
Yeah.
And especially since you're not really going to be relied on to do much damage. Most of your damage is coming from this, underfed Jinx. You don't need the cooldown. But the flash cooldowns are nice. You do you, I'll do me.
Yeah.
One more rendezvous for breakfast. Dragon.
Picking up Dragon.
That's only the second Dragon of the game. That's something that actually hasn't really been a thing today.
But we got a team fight coming. Jinx is way up in the front line, out of position, gets taken down immediately. Janna is running. She'll be taken down by Twisted Fate. They're chasing after Lulu. Great Gooderland slow to slow the team down. She speeds herself up, and she will get away. But now the threat comes taking down these turrets. This top turret pushed by Kale. Garen is going to push her out, maybe. But
this is that
Winsu's may go down. All pop by Kale to stop death from Lulu. And he'll even take down Lulu. Echo is trying to do all he can. Killed by Garen, but the middle tower is now being on pursuit by Deez Gaming.
So much damage by that Ginsu's Kale. Just like so much damage.
Yeah, she's
Misfortune.
Really, really
yeah, Misfortune blocking that rocket. For her support like a true 80 carry would. Supports are people too. I'm not even I'm like half the time I'm a support main, so.
Yeah, so Deez Gaming just putting on a very, very good performance.
Yeah.
I don't think that Rip Reddit has played terribly. I think there's been a couple misplays from Janna in the bot lane.
I think they underestimated the amount of damage that was going to come out from an MF Annie bottom lane.
Here we go, Annie with the stun. Echo's walking into it. Annie steps out, followed by the stun by TF. They have enough damage to take him down.
That's a tank.
Annie goes down. Jinx is also taking some damage. Janna is really, really squishy. Will be taken down by Misfortune. Ult is for nothing. TF looking for the stun card, lands it onto Lulu, will come in for his teleport, and they're putting so much damage. Ult pop by Lulu, she gets a little bit tankier, but Misfortune will take her down for a double kill.
That is 2 7-1 carries on the side of Deez Gaming. I think that's GG, friend.
Yeah.
Whether the game ends now or not, Garen is up. Will probably be able to zone them off of at least pushing anything fast past this inhibitor. Get the inhibitor, get the inhibitor! There you go.
And you know what? I think they have enough damage to take down this
Yeah, Garen hasn't really built any armor, so.
Coming in, slowing them down.
Oh.
Will the red buff proc?
Can he get it?
No.
Oh, 40
shield.
HP.
Yeah, that was close. That was very, very close.
Not bad.
It looks like Deez Gaming
And a
is
valiant
here to
effort.
stay.
A valiant effort by
staying.
Kieran.
Staying to push out the lane. They feel confident right now. You could clearly see that.
This Jinx really needs to focus on building one item, I think.
Yeah.
Like, all the items that you have are decent items to have, but none of them build into the same thing. I mean, Infinity Edge coming from the BF and the pickaxe. Static Shiv, I guess, coming from the Zeal and the, what is that called? The Kercheese shard. Kercheese. The thing. This thing, the item, the weird flower petal. I don't know. But you really got to focus on building one item.
Yeah.
You don't even have one item yet. It's 22 minutes in the game. You're against a 2-item 80 carry in Misfortune, who has 3,200 gold on her right now. So at any point, she can go back to base and just buy another item, regardless of whichever one she wants. AP Misfortune, anybody?
Well,
Hello, I would like a Luden's Echo on Misfortune, please.
That's some good poke damage right there. Who knows? It's
I
up
mean,
to the
sure.
players
This
to do
isn't
themselves.
like the release of Runeblade. This isn't when everything should be played AP in the mid lane. AP
Yeah.
Nass is mid lane. The spooky ghost! The spooky ghost! Got her. Got her. All right, looks like they're setting up for Baron.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't see, even without Misfortune being there, I don't see how Rick Reddick can take it. And Echo is not going to go down. Ult is popped.
How much damage?
By mistake, he will go down by Twisted Fate. They pick up the Baron. Twisted Fate will go down
Jinx
by
gets a kill.
Jinx. That's good. That could be a snowball, but here we go. The train of Kale.
Does she have a
So
traps?
much damage.
Traps?
Dr. Mundo going after that Jinx. Jinx will go down. Garen is doing as much as he can, spinning to win. Ult in by Janna. Janna will try to take down the Dr. Mundo. She will with the ignite, but the Kale will clean everybody
Triple kill.
up. With the
Triple kill for the Kale, and why she's going to get these minions, I have no idea. When you probably could just like go and finish the game.
No, Echo's up in 1 second.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was only 24 minutes into the game.
Yeah. But they're going to knock on the inhibitor
But
turret
yeah,
there.
go get the minions. Misfortune will just sit and wait.
Yeah. I think of the players on Deez Gaming to have Baron buff, Kale
Yeah, it was probably the best one.
and Misfortune are really, really good chances to have. And they're going to just knock down
Oh,
this turret.
melting the
Oh,
tower. Hello, tower. Goodbye, tower.
Well, they
Oh,
can
but the whole
stop
team
this.
is
Rick
up
Reddit
now.
is up, and they're going to chase them down. They're running for their lives. Kale is running. If Garen can just land
Garen, he's so
one
fast.
ability.
Look at how fast.
Wow, that rage from Janna to slow. They will not actually take Kale down yet, but they're coming in. Twisted Fate teleporting in. She will
Yeah,
stun
right into
down.
the middle of everything.
Echo will go down. Garen is fairly low, going down.
Oh!
Great ult by Misfortune for a triple kill. Jinx will go down
So
as
much
well.
damage.
That damage just unreal.
So much damage coming out of that Misfortune ulti. I mean, that's the thing that happens when you're 10-1 and have 3 items in 24 minutes. So much damage. Kale is backing.
Yep.
Oh, they surrendered. All
Yep.
right, got it. GG. Well played by Deez Gaming.